Today we're going to talk about whether or not you need sugar flowers that are ready to ship, or if you need to order something custom. And listen, I totally get why it's confusing. Both options are totally valid. They're both going to give you a beautiful result for your cake. How are you supposed to know? This is what this video is all about. Hi, I'm Kelsie from Sugar Flowers by Kelsie Cakes. I have been creating, making, selling, and shipping sugar flowers for wedding cakes for over 10 years in my business here. I've worked with hundreds of couples, cake decorators, cake designers, wedding vendors, and their teams to create these gorgeous artisan flowers that are stunning, durable, lifelike, and totally unique. I've recently updated the services that I offer, so today I'm here to help you figure out whether you need ready-to-ship flowers or if you should be booking a custom design with me. By the time you're done watching this video, you're going to know exactly which option is right for your specific situation, whether you are getting married or you are on the vendor team. But here's the thing, there's no wrong choice here. No matter which type of flower you end up choosing, it's going to give you a gorgeous cake design. They're all made by me right here in my studio with the same level of care and attention to detail and love. The difference is just how quickly you get them and how much detail you can specify and what the budget is. So let's figure out what's what. First thing that we need to consider is the timeline. That is like number one, because ready to ship means it can be to you within like 5 business days. Custom orders, not so much. I prefer to take custom orders at least 6 to 8 weeks before the wedding. Give me enough time to design the flowers, create the flowers, give them time to dry so they're sturdy and stable and ready for shipping to you before the wedding. There's a lot of little tiny details that go into it. So when I'm making something specifically just for you from scratch, it does take a couple months. And then with the ready to ship, I make these flowers in small batches in between the bigger orders. It's a mix of color palettes and styles and what's trending and what I'm having fun making. So if your wedding is less than 6 weeks away, this is the easy part of the decision with the in-stock flowers because they're going to get to you in time. But if you are still on the fence and your wedding's more than 6 weeks out, both options are still on the table. The next thing to consider is, what is your budget? The price difference between the ready to ship flowers and the custom flowers comes down to what all is included here. Ready to ship flowers, you can buy as few or as many as you need based on whatever is in stock on the website. Most people end up spending around $50 to $200. Depends on how big the design is, how big the cake is. And the flowers are still going to look absolutely gorgeous, but you're not paying for me to design something just for you. It's already been designed. Custom orders start at $500. That will allow me to do the whole design process from start to finish, where we walk through what your vision is, the other elements you've already booked for your wedding, fresh florals, the venue, the linens you're renting, all of that is in consideration while I sketch up your design. And all of that is not included in the ready to ship. It's not that one's better than the other. It's just one of them has a lot more included in it. So if your budget is less than $500, in-stock flowers are your best option. The last thing that we want to talk about, and I've kind of hinted at this already, is how specific your vision is. The in-stock flowers are perfect for people who have a general aesthetic that they're going for and they've seen the collections that I already have. You might just see that and be like, that's what I want. Like, no need to micromanage every single detail. The custom flowers are for people who need more precision. They want sugar flowers that match exactly the same flowers in their bouquet. They don't just want any garden roses. They want the garden roses that they grow in their own garden. Or maybe you're incorporating flowers that aren't in season, but they remind you of your grandmother. And you really want those little details that are so meaningful and personal. Here's a quick test. If you can describe what you want by pointing at something that already exists and saying, I want that, you probably don't want custom. If you need to explain your vision with a lot of something like this, but kind of like that, yeah, I love that, but can it be a little bit more pink or a little warmer? Then you're describing a custom order. If you already know what direction you're headed, go ahead and check out the options. I'll put links to my ready to ship in stock flower shop and the custom consultation form in the description. If you're still working through a decision and you're not quite sure, keep watching. Just know that you're not going to make a wrong choice. Like, sugar flowers are gorgeous no matter if they're made specifically for you or if I made them a couple weeks ago in my studio and unbeknownst to me, they ended up being just for you anyway. If your wedding is less than 6 weeks away or your budget is less than $500, head over to sugarflowersonline.com where you can see my full collection of what's in stock and ready to ship. I will ship it out to you personally from my studio here in Tampa. If your wedding is more than 2 months away and you're looking for something really unique and special and different, or you just want like a vibe that literally nobody else is going to have for their cake, then we'll start with a consultation call where we'll talk through all the different aspects of your vision, the cake, the venue, the fresh flowers, all of it. And I'll design something just for you. If you still have any more questions, send me an email, leave me a comment. I am always happy to help. And for the next video, I suggest how to store your sugar flowers because sugar flowers have like a super long shelf life. So I suggest watching the video so that that shelf life is maximized its potential. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.